Good morning, y'all. Again, my name is Ryan, and welcome back to the Legacy. I say again because I'm recording this right after doing the intro video for the BYU Dynasty, because I also wanted to jump right into Road to Glory. So again, as with the Dynasty, I haven't touched this yet, and I'm really excited to see all the changes because I know they added a little bit of high school where you play your senior season, and the recruiting process is completely different. So I'm really jazzed to see how it looks. Without further ado, let's do it. Start a new one. I kind of know what to expect, but I also don't at the same time. This is going to be a lot more casual experience, and later down the road, I'm going to make it a little bit more, I wouldn't even call it intense, but it's going to have a little bit more meaning. This one's just going to be a personal run through, kind of get the hang of things, experience some of the stuff for the first time together, all that jazz. That being said, I think I'm going to start as a contributor. I thought about doing underdog, and honestly, I'm still considering underdog. But if I'm going to do it on All-American difficulty, which I consider to be my top difficulty, I'm going to go with contributor. I'm going to go with a 3-star prospect. I could still go up from there. I probably won't, but you know, I could. So, and I'm going to start at quarterback. This is where I'm not entirely sure. Backfield creator is kind of like improviser from last year, and I feel like backfield creator is the vibe that kind of fits my playstyle best. So I think I'm going to go with backfield creator. And all right, let's get into this player info. So my first name is not Cody and my last name is not Blaze. I'm going to run through this because I don't think y'all want to see the character creation. It probably isn't going to really be all that interesting for you. So I'm going to run through this. I'll make the guy, and once he's all done, we'll jump into it. Just wanted to chime in real fast as I'm about to finish wrapping up the character creation here. They've got these styles now, which I really appreciate. It just adds a little bit of flavor, you know? Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. So most of these are sitting default. We're gonna see more of that as we actually get into this, but this character creation has been a lot of fun. So going with a guy by the name of Ryan Watry. We're a 3-star quarterback out of Lawrence, Kansas. So it's Free State High School, Free State Cyclones. This is the look. I kind of tried to model him after me, at least what I looked like in high school, but it didn't really work. But there's only so much you can do. There's a limited amount of like face models, so I did what I could, and this I think is a pretty decent job. He looks, you know, spiffy. So the plan is to give him more facial hair as he ages. I didn't have facial hair in high school, so I didn't give him any facial hair. Like I mentioned before, we went with backfield creator, and we are 6'2", 212. A little bit of gear. I used the generic cleats and just kind of kept a lot of the other stuff, but I'm pretty excited. So let's hit continue and see what happens, because again, I don't know what's gonna go on. Off to school trophy earn. Let's go. So if I'm right, I think there's a little bit of, oh cool, okay, oh nice, oh cool, okay, all right, cool. So nationally I'm ranked 1266. I'm the 6th ranked quarterback in the state, and I'm the 87th ranked quarterback overall in the country. That's pretty cool. Earl Whitehart. Welcome to senior year here at Free State. I believe you're potentially be a great college player, and this year you should focus on getting your name out there. First step here is to figure out the top 10 schools you want to be recruited by. Don't worry about these choices being final. You'll be able to move schools in and out of your list throughout the season. We'll follow up with you on the before the season opener about how we'll get their attention. Thanks, coach. Can't wait to get started. My recruitment. All right. This is pretty cool. And then you actually can follow the college football season. Okay, neat. So in actions, let's go into my recruitment. We got to add 10 schools to the board. Any of them? Oh yeah. Okay. So here's one thing I do know. I'm going to go to the Big 12. I'm going to add Kansas and K-State right off the bat. And I'm going to add BYU. Iowa State, it's kind of a long shot, but I mean, I'll put them on there. Oh, you know what? Missouri State is an option now in Springfield. So we'll put Missouri State on there. We're going to throw Missouri on here as well. A bit of a long shot, but, you know, well, 32, that's about as good as getting into K-State, honestly. A lot of the Sun Belt is not very good, but Texas State is actually pretty decent. So let's add Texas State to the list. I'm going to throw Arkansas State on there as well. Tulsa's decently close by. For TCU, I'm going to take Iowa State off, and I'm going to throw TCU on here. Kalamazoo's probably the furthest of these teams away from Lawrence. That might not be true. Buffalo's pretty far away. But I'm actually going to put Western Michigan on my list. Now, that's a wacky board. I think this is where I stand as far as like my priorities. This is nice. They've got, okay, projected current depth chart, and they've got projected roles here. Okay, cool. So I can see, and it's got coach impact. It's got the offensive scheme, the current record, the coach's career record, whether I'm a scheme fit. This is going to be fun. I have no idea where I would want to go. Missouri State's mildly appealing. Sorry for flipping through, by the way. I'm kind of rapidly going. Missouri State could be a solid option. I know I'm not a scheme fit, but overall, oh, and you get to see their recruiting class. That's where I stand right now. And I guess we're going to get into the first little bits of the actual high school process, the road to glory, as it were. Let's get into this. I'm super excited now. I didn't really know I kind of knew what to expect because I'd heard a bit, but this is definitely better than what I expected. Okay, no movement. I got better somehow, despite not doing anything. Hey kid, ready for game one? We're about to face the top rated safety in the state. The guy's a ball hawk. He had 7 picks as a junior. Everything we call, check to, and hot route has to be with him in mind. We want to avoid his side as much as possible. Other than that, we should be in good shape. Make sure you're watching film of the game plan. Got it. Thanks, coach. Let's do this. Let's do this for Earl. I guess let's get into this. Game one, moment one. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're jumping into game one of the road to glory. Okay. All right. Oh, cool. Okay. So these are the things that it's telling me that like, so I can even pick a school that I'm like, I actually want to focus on this one. Add 4 moments. So there's 5 here, so I can pick any of these 4. So we're going to go with the setup. I'm going to go with fearless, keep the drive alive, and 2-minute drill. We'll probably do this game and then call it for the day. Ooh, the walkout. And there I am. Ryan Watry, ready to just kick some Andale butt. Let's go, Cyclones. Yeah, what's up? It's like I'm the main character in a TikTok or something. I am the main character, it's just not a TikTok. Okay, the setup. Don't allow ball hawking safety to get interception or pass breakup, and complete a play action pass for 10 plus yards. So we're going to want that play action pass pretty quick, I think. Okay, cool. It actually keys in on him. That's good, because I would not have known where he was. Shoot, we're going to his side with this one. Ooh, we caught it. Okay, cool. Hopefully, I don't get burned for this. Oh, hey! Scramble drill. So that's going to be a touchdown. What's up? All right. That should not have worked out the way it did. And it did. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let's go next moment. 2-minute drill. I just need to throw a touchdown pass. Well, that was not good. I'm definitely using my retry. This is, I did not realize we were in 2-minute drill. It definitely told me that, and I was definitely not paying attention. Shoot. Well, at least I didn't lose anything from that. I gotta complete a pass Between the hashes. That one's not going to be it. That one's way overthrown. Oh, this is not going well. But that's okay, because I am not very... Oh, shoot! So I got to figure out some plays that I'm good with, that I can work with. Well, that was a pass on the run. It didn't work out for me, but I did pass it. I'm avoiding that pass breakup by just not throwing it to him. Oh my goodness. I flung that up there because I just needed something to work out for me. So, hey, I'll take it. Where's my rival at? Son of a gun. I swear I'm not throwing that poorly, but I guess I am. That's okay. Shake it off. I got an offer from Hawaii. You made it clear you're ready for the next level. I threw 3 interceptions, but hey, I'm glad you think so. I got an offer from New Mexico State. An offer from FIU. Missouri State, they were on my board. Depending on how it goes, I went... No, my position rank changed, and I think my national rank changed. My state rank stayed the same. That game was not great. You excited for the year? Our entire... Okay, so this is from Butch Jones, the coach at Arkansas State. Interesting. Okay. So they actually reach out to you. That's pretty cool. If you come here, it's possible you end up one of the best players to ever walk through here, and you'll have a good chance to play right away. That's a really solid... For me, personally, as not a player, that's a deal maker. I was going to say deal breaker. That's not true. That's a deal maker for me. We think you're a stud prospect, and we'd love to see you in a Red Wolves jersey. We're willing to give you a better offer package, even this early. We'll be in touch, okay? Wow. I said okay weird, but that's really cool. That, like, lower tiered scholarship bonus increased for Arkansas State. I've got that. I can hold the verbally commit. I'm not going to. I'm not going to verbally commit. But I tell you what, I am going to move Arkansas State up. I'm actually going to put Missouri State at the top of my board and Arkansas State second, because I'm a big fan. Hey, wait a minute. It has me projected as the 3rd quarterback on the depth chart. You lying to me? Doesn't matter, ultimately. Yeah, I thought I would have done better in that game than I ended up doing. But, like I said before the game, it was good enough to get Missouri State. So, that's something, I guess. Could be a Bear. Could be a Red Wolf. Okay, they do have a couple other quarterbacks. This is neat. I super excited about this. There's a couple other quarterbacks, Z Carlisle and Jay Russ, that are on their boards right now. They have not committed. I can't even verbally commit to Arkansas State. I can to Missouri State, but not Arkansas State. So we're not quite at that point yet either. But maybe after another game, I'm only 400 away. It looks like I might not be headed. I don't know. There's still 5 games left. I could still be headed to a different school. We'll see how it shakes out. I feel like I've said that a lot. I don't actually know if I have, but I feel like I have. There's a few really solid options. Texas State. It's looking like a lot of fun. And I know I didn't perform very well in that first little bit there, but it's looking like we got a solid future somewhere at some program. We are ready to advance the week and see what's in store. We've already got that scholarship for Missouri State. Arkansas State's looking like a pretty solid option. Before we jump into this next game, I'm going to take a look at some of the other... Ooh, okay. Scholarship from Ball State. Scholarship from Florida Atlantic. Do they actually have that helmet logo? I love the palm tree. That's pretty dope. Georgia State offer. Nice. Okay. Okay, so three more offers. My position ranking went down, which is Kind of reasonable based on how I performed in that last game. But my state and national rank went up, so that's nice. First from the coach. Ready for this week's game? The team we're about to face loves to bring pressure. They got 7 sacks in their week 1 game. Anything we call hot route or check to should be done knowing that they're likely to bring pressure. That's good to know. Oh, okay. Yikes. All right. Hey Ryan, I know we've got college entrance exams this week. Do you want to study with me? Ooh, so we're getting the interactive week between week stuff already. That's pretty nice. We are going to study with the classmate. Hopefully our score will catch the attention of some schools. Hopefully it doesn't bring down my performance in this next one. Missouri State is one I'm seriously considering. So Coach Beard, Ryan Beard, nice. We've been watching your tape and we think you'll be a gem in our recruiting class, but we want you to prove it. Think you can take that challenge for this week? Oh, okay. So they're going to be... I should have declined that because they already offered me a scholarship. But I now have, I think, a highlight moment for specifically Missouri State. Few teams on here that are looking very unlikely, but also I don't even think I would want to do. Tulsa is one. They're fairly likely, but I don't think I'd even want to play there. We're going to take BYU off. We're going to take K-State off. I'm going to take Western Michigan off in favor of some other closer schools, some of the ones that have already offered me scholarships. So like Ball State, they are, I think, a better fit. It looks like projected role as starter. Nice. I would be a starter at Rice. Rice isn't too far out of the way. Let's add Rice. UTSA. Let's go ahead and add Jack State in there. I'm going to move Missouri down, I think, to the bottom of my list. And Texas State and Ball State above. I'm going to move Texas State above Kansas, Ball State above TCU. And the rest of these guys are kind of in as options. But right now I'm looking Missouri State and Arkansas State specifically. And I think I'm honestly pretty excited about either one of those. I don't have any experience with Missouri State since they're new in the game. And Arkansas State is just, it's kind of one of those pet teams that I've picked up over time, mostly from playing college football 14. And I've kind of, I got a soft spot for them. So they're pretty close to home too. Missouri State, I think, is the closest outside of Kansas. They're in the same city, but Missouri State, I think, would be next closest, and then Arkansas State. So that's our recruiting board. Is that the right? That's our recruiting position so far. So we're going to try to do a lot better than that last game. We're going to jump in. We're at home against Goodland again. Scramble or run for a touchdown. So I got to do that one. Get a first down. Set the pass protection on a pass play and get 5+ yards. I can do that. I'm looking for stuff that I totally can do. Maybe let's try under pressure. This is probably also going to be a little dicey. Things are certainly not as simple as I thought they would be, but I like it. It's a good challenge. It's a lot more interesting than just pick a school and, you know, you're in whatever position on the depth chart that you are, right? Based on your overall and your star rating. So it's nice to be able to earn my spot on a team. And that's what I'm really enjoying the most about this. Ooh, is that on the run? I don't know, but I got a first down, so that's all that matters. We may just be running a lot of pass plays. This one, we are going a little bit wider here, a little bit. Ooh, that's down the field. Ooh, and that could be, okay, 1st and 10, pass on the run for first downs and touchdowns. I gotta somehow get a pass on the run, and I gotta just do it, I suppose. Let's roll out to the left here. Ooh, 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 get it! That's certainly pass on the run for first down and touchdown. I kind of like both stick actually here. So I can hit either of these tight ends. Or I could just run it in. And that'll work for me. Touchdown. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how well this play is going to go, but certainly could have been worse. Oh, and it's deep. No, yeah, it went deep. First down. That. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that this was in the weaning moments of the touchdown. Yeah! I didn't realize that we were in the 2-minute drill right there. So things could have gotten a lot worse. But hey, we got the touchdown. We got the game tape thingy. This tight flood might be a bad call, but I'm going to see it through. Ooh, thank goodness he turned around. Yeah. I knew that was going to get intercepted. Shoot, well, back to more of the same. It's a good thing I've already got that scholarship. I like starting with inside zone because, like, it should work if you don't cut to the... I didn't realize it was... Why was it third down? I didn't understand the situation. Oh, no, that's on me. I got my official offer from Arkansas State, and just like that, the game's done. Official offer from Arkansas State, though, so that's cool. Offer from ECU. Now, offer from Rice, Utah State, UTSA, Old Dominion. They're rolling in now. Jacksonville State. Okay. And we are still just barely above a 3-star. Hey, Coach Kinney from Texas State. We noticed you put us in the top schools list. We'll be watching you this season. We run a veer and shoot offense here, which is not one that I like. Ooh, do I post on social media that I'm no longer interested in the school? Veer and shoot's tough. I mean, it would be a fun challenge, but for my first road to glory, I think I'm going to thank him for the opportunity. And then I'm just going to, on my board, I'm going to move him down. It'd be nice to go to a 1-star anyway, just because, oh, and it's interesting to see like where they consider me, because some of these teams, I'm not even a thought. Whereas others, it's like, yeah, this is our guy. This is the guy we're going after. So I'm going to move them up. Those kind of schools. It's essentially everybody that's offered me a scholarship already. Well, there's a lot of teams where I've technically completed their requirements. Let's throw Colorado State on there just for kicks and giggles. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this point. Wow. Okay. I didn't realize that Arkansas State, I would be so much lower on the depth chart than I thought I would be. I was seriously considering them too. But I mean, it would be an opportunity to, like, we got a junior, a sophomore, and a junior. I'd come in, they would be a year older. I would want to redshirt my freshman year anyway. So that puts Jalen and Ethan out of the picture entirely, which leaves Ryan and whoever else they've got back there. I'm not looking to start immediately off the bat, so I'm just now looking at these scholarship bonuses. Rice has a very interesting increased starting academic meter, which makes sense because Rice is kind of more of an academic school. And they're the only one that has, like, does this mean there's a potential for those ones that are like outlining green, like potentially those go up? Rice is actually looking really solid, which is kind of unfortunate because I was planning on doing a dynasty with Rice later on. I'd be a starter. They have a spread option offense, which doesn't necessarily fit. So those are some things to consider that I, again, had not considered before. We're going to advance to game 3 now. There might be some stuff in between. We'll find out, I suppose. I'm just glad I scored a touchdown. I know I threw a essentially game-sealing interception there. It's kind of hard to keep up, especially if every time you go out on the field you're down. Okay, we got the offer from Colorado State, from Jay Norvell, and from North Texas. I would actually put them on my list. We got an offer from Toledo, an offer from James Madison, Kennesaw State, and that's it for now. Hey kid, ready for this week's game? Our opponent is heavy press man team. Expect a lot of cover 2 man and a lot of cover 1 press. They even like to press in their zone coverages. In terms of your recruitment, schools can revoke their offers, but if you lock in your commitment early, you don't have that risk. I need to take a look at Colorado State and James Madison's scholarship bonuses. Are things getting better? Is it improving? Okay, I'm leaning back toward Arkansas State right now. Rice is still intriguing. I would love to do Missouri State just because I haven't done anything with Missouri State yet. And Ball State's, all 10 of these teams are going to be options. I think Texas State is probably less of an option, but everybody else is very intriguing. And I'll learn about the scholarship bonus system. I'm not too concerned about getting like the perfect fit. I mean, I think it is going to go down to the wire. I'm probably going to have to pick my top 3 schools here pretty soon. Don't know how it's going to go. Are all of the games going to be at home? That's mildly unrealistic, but I don't care, I suppose. I did better in that last game than I did in the first game, but I'm still not quite exactly where I'd like to be. I don't know if the teams, like if the difficulty of the team got easier. Not entirely sure. It kind of seemed like it was, but at the same time, maybe my play calling was better. I think part of it was that. And I'm probably going to be sticking with a lot of the same. Just ran through that, dude. I love clipping through people. It's my favorite thing. I feel like starting with these slants is my best chance to get going early. Yeah, so that was not terrific. That was okay. You get plenty of time. Let's flip that and go tight flood. I'm hoping that Melendez there, number 12, is going to be open. Does that count as a lead? It does. Nice catch. Good on you. Hopefully, I'll be able to hit one of these tight ends and I'll be able to lead them in. Lead for a touchdown. Let's go. All right. That one was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Get a first down with a quarterback scramble, get a successful juke move, or truck a defender. So I don't necessarily want to go straight for the scramble, but at the same time, I do. Okay, it did not work. Which is okay. That's totally fine. Gun wing halfback angle. I like this play mostly because of that corner route, but then you got the could have trucked right there, and I did not. Got that guy right there. Okay, I ran for first down. So the juke and the truck, juke or truck, I guess I need to try to get in here somewhere. That was not good. I need to care. I need to care a lot more than I do. Oh, yikes! Okay, but they were in my face. I panicked, yes, but I also needed a moment. I did not get the successful juke move, but I did score a touchdown. The pass on the run for first down or touchdown. There it is right there. So that'll give me the first down. Yeah. I could potentially scramble to the right here. They got 2 spies on me. Why they got 2 spies on me? Not that fast. Okay, this looks promising. I might have an opportunity. I could have had an opportunity up the middle, and it went away. So instead, I'm going to go this way. We're going to slide with the first down. Okay, cool. Now I just need to score. Okay, that could have been better. I did get into field goal range, but I also got sacked. So I'm going to take it because I got the 2 drive goals. So red zone surgeon. Don't throw an interception, score a touchdown. We're going to go with this motion stick. Really like this one because you get Tuiteli out in the flat on the run. No one is usually out there to cover him. Ooh, we're going to get a touchdown. Nice. That didn't throw an interception, so I should get that one too. Tutties. All right. I started in field goal range, but... And that's it. That was a good game. I got 910 tape score off of that one. So let's see how Buffalo, I get the official offer. I had earned it, but I didn't actually get one. And then San Diego State, UMass, Texas State. We earned the offer. And we're still a solid 3-star. We moved up. We're the 3rd ranked. Is that player or 3rd ranked quarterback in the state? I think that's the 3rd ranked player in the state, right? Let's move on into next week and see what happens. This in between is kind of fun because you could get offers, you could get coach stuff, you could get interactions with teammates, or I guess classmates. I'm not really sure. Oh, we got an offer from Middle Tennessee and an offer from Louisiana Lafayette, UNLV, and that didn't change at all. Coach Jones, we've been watching your tape and think you could be a gem in our recruiting class, but we want you to prove it. Think you can take a challenge? Yes. If I could move up the depth chart at Arkansas State, I think it's a solid deal for me, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm ready. So let's dive into this game against Lakin. I do really like the uniforms for the Cobras or whatever they are. Rattlesnakes, I don't remember. They got a really nice look. All right. Game 4 we're on now. We've been subtly getting better. This is kind of it's not our last chance to prove ourselves, but it's certainly a last chance to prove ourselves. All right, we're doing made you look first. So I need to find a trick play. I don't know what counts as a trick play. I suppose like fake field goal would. Did you catch that? That counted? Is it because of the motion? I guess that putting the guy in motion makes that a trick play. Okay, I feel a lot more confident about this now. Let's just do double slant stick. We do empty beast trio, I think it's called. Get the running back out in the... There it is. There it is. Nice gain. Okay. I'm gonna try this one again because it's it counts as a trick play apparently. So I'm not mad at it. Get in there. Get up there. Ooh, we got the first down. We're gonna do it again because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And could potentially hit him again. We're gonna actually go with. Is this gonna work? Yeah, it did. I feel like I gamed the system there. But I'm going to take it because I don't know what other trick play I could do. So I'll take what I can do. This is unfortunate that they run so well off of zone. Yikes. Shoot. Okay, I got to retry that one. I've got to actually complete some of my passes on the first attempt here. These gradual crosses are also pretty interesting. Oops. Okay, we are officially in the red zone, I think on the 19. So, I do probably still need to make it a little bit closer. We are at the 19. So I'm looking for either triangle or X right here. Triangle it is. To get just a little bit closer. I'm going to go with motion stick again. They like their zone coverage, which means I could potentially have a slot up the middle. There it is. Touchdown. That's the second one. Not that it matters because we're not counting stats, but there it is. So got that Arkansas State moment. I'm looking for this on the right here. Oh, yikes. And there it is. I overthrew him. Why am I celebrating? What was that? Yeah, I wish I could replay that one. Okay, lead in a field goal range and score a touchdown. It's very, very simple. I'm feeling pretty good, actually, at this point. You know what? Oh, PA deep outs is not the call right here. It's okay, we're going to run it anyway. Oh, man. He was wide open on that. We're going to do tight flood. And just kind of expect number 6 here on circle to be not wide open, but open. Touchdown. There it is. I think that was the last one for this game. So almost flawless. Not quite. It felt pretty good though. And it looks like we're getting really close to even being a 4-star, which is wild. We get a offer from University of Miami of Ohio, South Florida, Georgia Southern. Nice. Okay, that's not near as close to 4 stars. It looked like it was in the in-between. But solid win. Getting close to the end of the season, which also means close to my commitment, which at this point I'm still not sure even who I'm going to pick. I certainly need to take a look at my options again. I'm anticipating a bit of a bump from Arkansas State, I would hope, based on Louisiana Tech. Nice. Western Kentucky. Charlotte. There it is. You know what? We're putting Western Kentucky on the board because they're another pet, I would think. Great performance. We're very impressed. We're going to up your scholarship offer package. What's up? I might actually verbally commit to Arkansas State. It's senior night. Can you believe it? I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished here. Wherein all the seniors and their families get to the stadium an hour early. Also, this week is your last chance to rearrange your top schools list, but no matter what, you need to cut down your list to your top 3 before the end of this week. Do that now. Signing day is coming up real soon. We're having a big ceremony for all the athletes in the gym. It's crazy the amount of choices. Sounds good, coach. Thanks. Finger guns. So, cut to top 3. Yeah. I'm going to verbally commit to Arkansas State. That might not be who I sign with. You'll find out later, probably the same time I find out, but we are going to verbally commit to Arkansas State right now. And I think this is going to seal down my top 3, but we're going to take a look at the end of this game. Let's do this thing. Our final game against Rose Hill. Our final game as a high school football player, a high school quarterback. We are currently verbally committed to Arkansas State. I'm feeling pretty confident that's what we stick around. Oh, they do the senior night ceremony. I don't have parents, but nobody else does either. So that's really cool. Oh, that's just a really cool cinematic moment. That's something that they didn't need to add in, and they totally did, and I appreciate it, EA. So it's audible to an inside handoff, and then audible to mesh spot. And now I gotta actually gain yards on this. And I did, and I got a first down even. Sick. All right. 2-minute drill. So it's a 1-minute drill. Things are getting a little dicey. Oh no, I gotta retry that one. I know this doesn't really make much of an impact at this point because I already have Arkansas State pretty much locked down, but it's for my own morale, so I need it to be just a teensy bit better. Ooh, get there. He went out of bounds. That stops the clock, right? Part of me kind of wants a bit more wiggle room here, but I think this should work. Yeah. Next moment. Avoid 4th down, lead the offense across midfield. Ah, yikes. Okay, in order to avoid 4th down, let's go with bench swap. This one actually hasn't been super effective. But I like those corner routes like I've mentioned before. For that reason, right there. Is that going to be a touchdown? It's not, but it did get across the 50-yard line. Okay, we are at third down again. So I'm doing a bang-up job, I would say. Let's do smash. Oh, and nobody's on book. At least not off rip. Did he get it? I think he dragged his feet. I think it counts. We're celebrating like it counted. It counted. And that says I'm over a 4-star, which is nice. I may regret this, but that's okay. I immediately regretted it. But again, that's okay. Bothersome again. Lead him upfield. Was that on 4th down? Oh, man. I didn't realize the position I was in. To go out like that, that sucks. That's on me, obviously, but like, man. Well, I got the offer from, you jump immediately out of those games back into the like mid-screen thing. Offer from Eastern Michigan, Temple, Coastal Carolina. We're getting some last minute offers. I did not make it to a 4-star, but mid-third, 3-star. It's pretty solid. I'm pretty sold on these 3. None of them are scheme fits. I am all over the place as far as where I would land on the board. And in fact, Arkansas State is the worst position. But I anticipate redshirting my freshman year. So that would mean that Jalen Rayner and Ethan Crawford will be graduated by that time. Ryan Rivers would then be a senior when I'm a redshirt freshman. So I think it works out pretty well. Let's see where I land, because honestly, I might change my mind. I think I'm going to give it some thought. I might spin a wheel. I think each one gives me a unique opportunity. Rice has that academic boost that I'm kind of actually really thinking about, but I also don't want to do Rice because I was planning on doing something with Rice in a different series. So that kind of leaves me with Arkansas State and Missouri State. Between those two, Arkansas State I think has the best, like, I have more of a connection to Arkansas State. Missouri State is closer to home, so there's that for like the story element. Bottom line, I could still sway. I could take Rice out. I may take Rice out. We won't know until we get to the end of the next one, but I guess that's it for now. So come back and find out where we commit for next week. As always, thank you all so much for watching the video. I really appreciate the support that I've been getting on this series and all of the other series I have across all of my channels. It's really nice to know that when I put something out there, it's going to be well received by people who love and appreciate it. So thank you for making me a part of your life, even if it's just through this content. If you want to follow me on social media to stay up to date on all of my posts and content uploads, I'm King RNG Productions on Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter it's King RNG Prods because Productions didn't fit in the username for some reason. So I'm going to post on each of those right before I upload, or I guess rather when I schedule the upload. So that should be the day before it actually comes out. So if you want, you know, the first chance to jump on any future videos, that's going to be your source. I hope you all have a wonderful day after this, and don't forget, it's always a great day to do something amazing.